Hello, Subere here, and this is Alexander. We'll be talking a little about himself and about his upcoming EP. So, how are you going, man?
Not too bad. It's just another day. How about you?
Pretty good. I kind of messed up saying that, but whatever.
That's all right.
First of all, why did you choose your artist name? Like, what inspired that?
Um, I remember a couple years ago, me and my friend, we were sitting on the couch and we were trying to think of an artist name because I used to just call myself Joel Stodart, and we kind of thought that kind of got boring, and so we're thinking of everything, brainstorming for a while, and we thought of my middle name for some reason, and it was like, oh, okay, Alexander. My middle name's Alexander, so sounds cool. And then we hyphenated it to make it look a bit better. I think it looks cooler than just Alexander by itself. So we hyphenated
Yeah.
it, and so yeah,
Hyphenate helps make it, not generic.
exactly.
So, like, what inspired you to start writing?
um, well, if people like listen to my, if for people that have listened to my music before, they could probably tell that I put a lot of emotion into it and a lot of anger and a lot of feeling into it. So it inspired me by um writing down what I feel, and it kind of it's a good way to release emotion. I used to freak out and stuff all the time when I had anger, and I just got old, and I didn't. It was just a unhealthy way to
Yeah.
do that. So I would write down a piece of paper, and I'd feel a lot better. Probably, yeah.
Did actually doing the vocal parts of like what you were writing down help even more?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the difference from like actually from writing it down and then spitting it out.
Oh, you mean recording it?
Yeah, that too.
Oh, yeah. Like when I record, like I don't really talk into the mic. I like yell pretty much. So
Oh,
yeah.
why yell?
Well, not
Like,
really yell. I just have, when I feel something, when I'm, like, if it's an angry song, for instance, then, I
yeah,
just
put it out there.
I gotta put emotion to it. You hear some people, they're like monotone or no emotion and stuff. I put emotion to my voice, and it just, well, when it makes you feel better.
Yeah,
It's just like you, instead of yelling at someone, if you were to yell at someone, you're probably getting shit. But if you're yelling at a microphone, you can't get in trouble for that. Like, you can't, yeah. So, it's just I like putting emotion to my voice. It just sounds better. It's healthier, and yeah.
yeah. So, how old were you when you started really working on music and stuff?
It started off when I was about 7 or 8 years old, and I would just put, little blobs of poems in a notebook. And then when I hit 12, 10 or 11 actually, I started listening to hip hop and rap. And then 12, I kind of start, I could do this, I could put a beat together and start put my poetry onto an instrumental, and then, spit it out like that. And when I hit 14 or 15, that was when I kind of like, this is who I am. This is what I want to do.
Yeah,
And it used to be, my old dream, like when I was 12, before 12, sorry, was basketball. I was like, but then I got into hip hop, and I was like, this is a new me. This is what I want to do.
yeah. You found your reckoning.
I did.
So, like, who are your favorite artists?
Um, yeah, Eminem. I've watched his 8 Mile movie. I watched a lot of interviews and stuff. He inspires me a lot, and I like his music. I wouldn't say he's my favorite artist anymore. Um, like, I still like him. I still listen to him, but I've been listening to a lot of like guys that I know, um, that kind of like I can relate to and stuff, like Illustrate, Iconic, Notebook, and those guys. I really
Yeah,
enjoy their music, so it's like I don't listen to mainstream really anymore. I listen to those guys because I know I can relate to them, or just catchy, and I like them. They're good artists. They're very talented.
yeah. I agree. I've done interviews for them. I can
Oh yeah,
definitely vouch for that.
oh yeah.
What about rock bands? You like any of that? What about other genres?
Um, Not so much anymore, but I actually used to listen to like punk rock, like Blink 182, and different bands like Sum 41, Simple Plan, and I used to listen to those guys before I got into hip hop. I still listen to them every once in a while, but not as much anymore.
Yeah.
But every once in a while I do a throwback and just listen to them.
All right. I understand. Well, moving on. I understand that you've recently started to reach out to other artists,
Yeah.
like Illustrate Iconic. Who are you working with to get your upcoming EP, Sadly in Love, done?
There's gonna be four collaborations on four different songs. One is a girl from school, named Jen, which is on the Where'd You Go remix, by Fort Minor.
Yeah, you released
Uh,
that.
yeah, and Switch, collaborating on a My Angel remix by Cryptic Wisdom, sorry. Uh, Illustrate, I collaborated on When December Hits, which he just got back to me last Sunday with the final version. That'll be on the EP. And then a Let Me Know remix from Illustrate with Iconic, and we each did a verse on that, and it sounded pretty sick. So putting that on the EP too.
All right. What is the EP about?
On the EP, was dedicated, inspired about, etc. about a girl, and her and we went through like a lot, and we had a lot of mixed emotions, and we were confused, and for the past like year or so I've been writing a lot about this girl, and I decided just to make a whole EP about it. Like, I've written a lot more than 6 or 7 songs about her, but I decided to
Yeah.
put a few on and dedicate it to her, and I really care about her. She means a lot to me, so I might as well make an album about her.
Yeah. Gotta do it eventually.
Exactly.
Is there any specific message you want to send with this EP?
This EP, well, this is an EP. It's more or less of a, what do you call it? Like it's not.
Like
I don't know. It's kind of a personal EP. It's not really.
like a dedicated message kind of one?
Yeah, it's not really. Instead of sending a letter to this girl, I'm making an album about, or an EP about her. My next album, though, A Bipolar, is gonna definitely send out a message to people. So
All right.
this EP is
Well,
just more personal.
in terms of future messages, like with bipolar, what are you going to be trying to send with them?
A lot is motivation, inspiration to tell people that you're not alone. There's people that go through shit, and haven't had the greatest life, and I'm sure a lot of people had it worse than me, and I know I've overcome a lot of struggles. So it's kind of like an inspiration to other people to tell them that you can do this too,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to inspire people and make people to never give up, because it's not worth it, and it's just you know I want to
Life
inspire.
goes on.
Exactly.
Can't be caught up on the same stuff all the time, or you'll be going
Yeah.
to be running
Yeah.
in
Like
circles.
I'm a huge dweller myself, but which is sucks. But like it's kind of like telling people to try not to dwell, and just move on, and
Well, you got music.
yeah, find an outlet. My outlet's music and basketball, so more or less music now. But yeah, gotta find an outlet. When you got something on your mind, then stick to it. If you have a dream, stick to it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
So, like, what about other artists? Like, just starting to rise, trying to climb out from the depths. Like, what would you say to them about getting started?
I would say, connect with people. Internet, Facebook, YouTube, Skype, and whatnot. It's so easy to connect with people, and
Yeah,
if you're a little shy, like I was really shy up until a few months ago when I started reaching out to people. Just build. It's hard. It's easier said than done, but like try to build up the nerve to, get out with people. Reach out to people and connect. And when you got connections, and when you start getting, like, if you're, yeah, just pretty much. Yeah.
all right. Well, it was nice talking to you.
Yeah, man, you
I
too.
look forward to future interviews with you.
For sure. All right,
Peace.
take it easy, man.